Today I'm here to show you how to create amazing 3D logos using 2D shapes inside of the Fusion page of Davinci Resolve. So let's go into the computer and let me show you how you can create this 3D logo. So let's go. So here we are inside of Davinci Resolve in the edit page, and I'm gonna show you what you gonna learn. So it's this. Let's play it, and simple YouTube logo. So let's start creating this in the Fusion page. So to do that, it's very easy. Come here to the media pool. Over here, right click and new Fusion composition. Let's give it a name, 3D YouTube. I'm gonna change the size. I'm gonna give it 3 seconds and create, double click it, and we are inside of Fusion. So this is not difficult, and don't be afraid if you are new to Fusion. Everyone is talking that Fusion is very difficult. No, it's not. So it's a node base and it works very easy. So here it's the place where the nodes live, and here is the media out. The media out is the node that will convert everything that we do here to a clip, to a video, to be used in the media pool. So let's start our composition. Since we are going to work in the 3D space, we have to use a node called 3D render, or render 3D is this one. So let's put it here and let's connect it to our media out. So now I'm going to put this in here. Sorry. Let's enable here the lighting and the shadows. This will allow you to render with lights and shadows to be more realistic. So now let's come here and add a merge 3D node. This will allow to merge several nodes in the 3D space. And now let's add a camera, because we want to create some movement, so we need a camera. Let's connect the camera here, and let's connect a light also, so a spotlight. So it's done. So everything to work in the 3D space is here. So now let's work in our 2D space and convert it to 3D. So let's work with the shapes. Let's come here to the effects and let's look for the shapes. The shapes are here in the bottom. You can scroll down until you see here, look, shape, and you have here this. But if you know the names, you can look for them directly here. Let's press Shift and Space, and you can see here, and I'm gonna use a S rectangle. It's here. So if I do that, now it will add it here, and I don't want that. So let's click out, let's deselect this, and now let's do the same. And S rectangle and add it here. Now with the S rectangle selected, Shift Space again, and let's type for S Boolean. So it's this one, and select it and add. Now outside, click outside, and now let's add the S and gone to create the rectangle. So you can also come here and put it over here, and now let's connected to the S Boolean. Now, click in the S rectangle, press 1, or you can drag it over like this and to here to see on the viewer 1. So this is the viewer 2, it's the render that you're gonna see, and the viewer 1 is seeing here the S rectangle. So let's adjust our rectangle. So come here to the height, let's resize it and go to the width, and okay, and now let's go to the corner radius and increase it also a little bit. Here we have the corner radius. Now let's go here, let's press 1. So we see it in here. As you can see, you have an hexagon, and I don't want the hexagon, I want a triangle. So come here to the inspector, and it says sizes 3, put where it says 6, put 3, and now just come here to the size. Let's resize it. This, I know that 0.15 is okay, so now it's done. Now let's go to the S Boolean over here, and in here where it says operation, instead of intersection, go and add subtract. And now if I press here 1, you can see that I already have here the logo. I think the corner is too much, so let's come here, let's reduce a little bit, something like this. And now to change this to red, you don't change it here, but in the S boolean, come here to the style, come here to the color, and let's change it to red. Okay, it's done. Now let's convert this 2D shape in a 3D object. To do that, we're gonna look for the extruder. So with this selected, shift space and extrude 3D and add. Now we can connect this to the merge 3D, and now let's put the merge 3D in the viewer one, and here we have our 3D space. And as you can see, to rotate it, it's very easy. Just press Alt or Option on Mac and use your center wheel mouse. Click it and you can drag it to wherever you want, okay? So, like this. So let's select the extrude. Now we come here and let's give him some depth. Let's give him some 3D depth. So come here to the extrusion depth and you can increase it. And as you can see, it gives you this, but you don't see anything in here. Why? Because our camera, it's right in the middle of that hole, that triangular hole. So we have to pull it back. So to do that, select the camera. So I made a mistake in here. Let me remove. I don't need this merge. I want the spotlight, not the merge. So let's select the camera. As you can see, you see the camera in here. We have these three arrows, the green, the red, and blue, the X, Y, and Z. So let's click on the blue, the Z, and let's pull it back. And now you can see everything. But everything is black because you don't have any light that is hitting our symbol, our logo. So to do that, select the light. And now, as you can see, the light is in here. You can put it back also. So here you have your light and now it's visible. And you can change the color of your light. You can come in here and you can give it, look, to a reddish color like this one and like this. Now I'm gonna move it a little bit up so you don't see it now. Let me zoom out. To zoom in and out is Control or Command and the scroll wheel like this. Okay, now I'm gonna come here to the camera. I'm gonna come here to the transform and I'm gonna rotate, sorry, not the camera, the spotlight, sorry. Come here to the transform. I'm gonna rotate the spotlight a little bit down. So I'm gonna come here to the X and look, the camera, it's rotating like this. Now I'm gonna come here to the control. I'm gonna increase the cone. I'm gonna give it a little more angle. I'm going to increase the penumbra and the drop off also. So now here we have it. Let's go to the camera now. Let's go to the camera. I'm going to give it a little bit, pull it a little bit more. Now let's go to the extrude. Let's give it a bevel. So come here to the bevel tab, increase it a little bit. And now with the bevel width, let's increase it a little. And as you can see, now it gives this bevel here. I'm gonna go to the light again and I'm gonna change a little bit of the color that I wanna look at like this, okay, to give it a little more 3D look. So now we have our logo. Let's put our name there. That we can use the 3D text. So let's put it somewhere around here and let's connect it to the merge 3D. Let's type it. As you can see, we see immediately the text, but it's too big. So let me change the font. Let me change this to black and let's resize our font. As you can see, the font is white, but since the light is yellow, it's giving the text a yellow color. Now let's give it some 3D to the text. Also come here to the extrusion and do the same. Give it a little bit of depth and let's add some bevel here and in here. Okay. Now let's move the letters a little bit forward, somewhere around, okay, and a little bit down, around here. Let me come here to the, and let me, okay, it's okay. Now let's add some movement to this. Let's animate this, everything here. So in the first frame here, as you can see, we are in the first frame. Let's go to the text. Let's add here to the transform to the Y. Let's give it a keyframe in here, and let's go somewhere around here in the 14. Add another one and go here to the 24 and add another one. Let's go back to this one and let's put it down. So minus 0.3. Let's go to the first, and in here let's do minus 0.3. So it's out of frame. Now, since we are here, let's go to our camera 3D, and here in the Z or in the Z, I don't know. Let's add the keyframe. Let's go to the 14. I think it's in the 14. Let's go to the text. Yes, so let's go to the camera. And in here, let's come here and add another one. Go to the first one. And let's zoom this all the way, all in. Let's go slow, 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 slow. Here. Okay. So now if we play it, it will zoom out and the text will come up. So let's come here to the text. So here the text is still down. Let's go to here to the extrude because I want to put the symbol a little bit up. To the extrude, to the transform in the Y. I'm gonna give it here this. Now let's go to the here. Let's come to this frame. I'll come here, and in this frame, I'm gonna give it a little bit up, and now we have it animated until here. So it's zooming out, then going up, and now here. Now let's go somewhere around 44, give it here, and go to the text and give it here. And now let's go somewhere around 44, 54. Add another keyframe here. This I'm going to put 0. And this one, I'm going to put it out frame again. Now in here, let me go to the camera. I'm going to give it a keyframe here. And let's just go to the end. Give it a keyframe and let's increase it like a bit more, like this. So it's animated. So let's play it. So it will do something like this. Now it will disappear and it's done. So now if you want to give it some texture to your letters, it's easy. Let's select in here, let's shift space and type material, and we have this one, replace material 3D. Let's add it. Let's put it between the text and the merge. So press shift and drag it until you see this line blue. Now you can add here a material that will replace. So let's go to our media pool. Let's choose here some, let me choose this one, this image. And now if I connect this, you can notice that our text now has some texture. So now it's done. Let's go to the edit page. I'm gonna increase here the background. This one, I'm gonna change it to white background, pure white. Now let's go to our YouTube logo and let's connect it here. Now let's render cache, turn it on, and let's render cache output. And now let's wait a few seconds to render. And now let's play it. And here we have our YouTube logo. And as you can see, it's done. So as you could see, it's very easy, and the final result, in my opinion, is very good. So now your imagination is the limit. So go test it, and I dare you to share it with us in this page. So I hope this information was helpful, and I hope you learned something today. And if yes, don't forget, hit that like button, that helps a lot. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and hit that notification bell to be notified next time I launch a video. Until then, bye!